Hi, welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Okay, so today for your readings, I really wanted to use the this deck here, the Starman Tarot. So that's sort of the major tarot deck that I'll be using, but there will be other decks coming into play as well. I sort of want to really start exploring the Universal Celtic Tarot as well. Hi, Jenna. How are you? So I'm also going to be using a blessing card as well. This is a Lucy Cavendish deck, so I'm going to be using this deck as well. So your question is, Jenna. Today's a few months since Caleb and I broke up. I still miss him. I'm talking to you guys, but it's like I'm still attached. Do you see you guys getting back together? Okay, let's have a look. Yep, I'm good. Oh, let's have a look. Okay, let's begin. Okay, we've got the Prince of Cups, so we see that he's easily wounded. Getting some clarity within the situation. There is a lot of stress and worry, and it does bring in a sense of burdens. Okay, I'm actually getting, when I'm looking at these cards here, I'm sort of getting a sense of yes. Yep. Gina, I really feel as though, yes, you could get back together. There could be that sense of him coming back into your life, but I could see it weighing you down a lot and being a lot of stress and things going on. So there might be a need to actually clear away the... Hi, Juliet. Oh, welcome, welcome. Hi, Midnight Meditations. Don't forget there is a link down below if you want to make a donation, which helps with the teachings and things that I do with tarot. It does help with my tarot and lots of things. So yeah, if there is the donations, if you want to do that. But anyway, getting back to Jenna, yes, it does weigh you down a lot. But I also feel like when he does come back into your life, it is going to weigh you down in many ways, and it is going to cause you a lot of stress and worry. So I feel like it's like he easily wounds you in some way. So yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm just gonna throw in a Universe Celtic here. Okay, so we get the Page of Swords. Again, we get that sense of seeking the truth, and I just feel like there's just going to be a lot of stuff there that you sort of really need to look at the facts of. I'm getting it like you need to look at the facts of the situation. A blessing for healing. This is interesting that's coming out. You've got a blessing for healing of injury. So I feel like you'll be easily wounded again. I feel like there's a lot of repeated patterns. I don't know why I'm getting that there'll be a lot of repeated patterns, Jenna. I don't feel just not getting like long term, maybe. I just feel like there's a lot of healing to be done. I think you're going to make a lot of differences. So you got the Eight of Swords here. I feel like it's a trap. I feel like a sense, yep, certainly. I do feel like you got the Eight of Swords here. I do feel a sense of being entrapped or being contained, restricted. So I do feel like you guys will get back together, but I do feel like you're going to make some, different decisions. I feel like you're going to go through some healing, okay? And I feel like you're going to look at the facts of the situation. So I do think your decisions in the long run may be different, Jenna. I do feel like you're going to make some different decisions. And this is about the Page of Swords for me. I do feel like this is going to you know, the way you're going to be feeling later on. Thanks, Jenna, for doing that list. That's a really big help. I do feel like you're going to make some, I feel like you're going to be making some different decisions. So yeah, I don't, look, ultimately it's up to you, Jenna, what you do with that. But I do feel like it's going to weigh you down a lot heavy later on. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot of healing. So it's got a blessing for healing of injury. So I do feel like there's going to be some wounds that do need healing first. You know, I'm not saying that you're not going to get back together, but I do feel like you're going to be making some different decisions that are going to be better for you. So yeah. Yeah, you're doing a lot of healing right now. Okay, we'll see what, I think ultimately the decision is always up to you. Yeah. Okay, Midnight. Did Midnight have a question? Storm howdy. Hi. Don't know whether Midnight, I don't know whether anyone else had a question. So yeah, just type in your question. Oh, you're welcome, Jenna. Just type in your question and I'll do that for you. Or just whoever wants a question. Some people may not want a question. I didn't, just here to say hi. Yep, that's cool, Midnight, no worries. I got my Starman Tarot, but I did edge it. I think it looks much better than black edges. Okay, how does Juan feel about me? Okay, Juliet. Thanks, Miriam. Thanks, Midnight. Okay, Juliet. How does... Whoa, okay. I love this. Okay. I feel like he sees you as a light. I'm seeing by looking at this picture here. Juliet definitely sees you as a light, a spark of energy. And I look at the Eight of Cups in this here, and I see there is some worry. There is that sense of stress going in. So I'm not quite sure what that's completely about, but he does see you as a spark of light, and yet I do see some worry going on. So there's a walking away, but I'm not quite sure what that is yet. Okay, let's get a little bit more information here. Okay, we've got Three of Wands here. So there's a pause. I feel like there's a pause and there's a reflection in what he wants to go towards. So I think there is that sort of a hesitation. Okay, I want to say hesitation here. There is that sort of slight hesitation to walk away, but yet there's a pause for a moment to sort of say, okay, King of Cups. It's sort of like dipping his toes into the situation, not quite sure whether to go full hog. So yes, he sees you as a light. Yes, there's a little bit of worry and stuff going on with it. There's a pause for the moment and what's actually going on. And yes, he's sort of dipping his toes in whether he's going to go full hog. With that, I don't know where that came from, but it's sort of the message I sort of got with that. So that's how I'm sort of feeling like, yes, he sees you as that spark of energy. You've got that vibrational, that real sort of inner light that you shine from. There seems to, you're like a lightness out of all the darkness that's going on around him at this time. I feel like there's a lot of darkness and stuff going on around him, and you are that inner light, which is quite interesting. and yet, you know, and there is that sort of, oh, you know, that worry about or unsure about walking towards whatever you're moving into, leaving behind the old. There does sort of seem to be that sort of worry. Is like you said, you're jumping into buying, you know, thinking about buying a house, or he's talked about buying a house together. You know, maybe that sort of that hesitation about it in some way, which is why you've got this pause, and whether he's going to go full hog into it. So I definitely feel like he cares in a way. I'm getting a lot of emotions about the whole situation. Interesting. So here we have temperance come up on it as well. So it does feel like there's that trying to find a sense of balance or moderation out of all the chaos and stuff that's happening, Juliet. So hopefully that sort of makes sense. Let's see what the blessing card is on the situation. Can you give me a blessing on the housing or on the connection, spirit connecting? Well, I'm getting a lot of healing going on. I don't know whether that's for me. A blessing to heal the relationships. So maybe these other relationships, maybe that's what that's together, is there are some healings coming in. And it could be outside influences as well, Juliet. So there could be a sense of needing to sort of heal in some way the relationship, and not necessarily just between the two of you, but healing from past relationship. Okay, well that makes sense then. Okay, so yeah. See, I have no idea why the message comes through, and I'm like, what? Okay, so that makes sense to you, and that you're doing a lot of personal healing. Hi, 17 Joy. So you are healing from a past relationship. Okay, so that makes sense. That's going to allow you. That's mostly why there's that hesitation or that pause going on, and whether he's going to go full hog into the whole situation. I don't know why I keep saying full hog. I don't know why that keeps coming up. It's just like that going. It's like dipping the toes into it, so to speak. But yeah, okay. So that makes sense. Cool. You're healing from a past relationship. Okay. Right, so whoever's got a next question, Miriam. So yeah, whoever wants a question, just type in your question and I'll just do them all, and everyone will get their question answered at some stage. Oh, you're welcome, Juliet. I'm pleased that made sense, because I never know what the messages are and what they mean, or do they make no sense to me whatsoever. Makes no sense to me whatsoever, so I've got no idea. Cool, no worries, Miriam. Just type, if anyone's got a question, just type in your question and I'll just do them, and everyone will get their reading, but it might be sort of as the questions pop up. What are Muhammad's thoughts and feelings about you, Miriam? Okay. Thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings. Oh, okay. So what's popped out? Ooh. Judgment. Now, I get a sense of like a very spiritual awoken person. Like I feel like he thinks you're quite spiritual. I want to say spiritual awoken is the message I first got. And the sense of being able to blow your, I don't know why I get this for, but being able to sort of blow your trumpet, so to speak. You know, you're able to state, you know, your own thoughts and feelings. You're able to sort of blow your trumpet a little bit, I seem to be. Not to toot my, I knew you were going to say toot. Why did I get that? Not to toot my own horn. Okay, makes sense. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. So you're somebody who's caring. There is a very caring side to you as well. You sort of think about those that are maybe less fortunate than yourself. Oh, that's funny. Let's put that blah. Okay. Okay. Also, too, I just got the word sacrifice here. I feel like you sacrifice a lot of yourself for other people, and I feel like he sees that of you. He sees you're someone who sacrifices yourself for a lot of people. In meditation, reflection, taking some time out. Okay. I feel like he feels you need to take time out for yourself. Okay, you do need to take time out for yourself. You need to find a sense of equilibrium within your life, or a sense of balance. He feels like the actions of, or your actions, or the consequences of your actions, is that, Miriam, that you actually, I want to say burn out. I'm getting a lot of burnout from you. I feel like you give so much of yourself that there are consequences to your actions. As the fact is that there is that burnout. You do need to take time out for yourself, which is super important. Okay, so just seems so important for you to take some time out for you. Like, he sees you that you give so much of yourself, you sacrifice a lot of stuff for other people. So let's have a look at here. You're someone who finishes tasks. You always finish what you start, no matter what the cost. You finish everything you want to do, no matter what the cost. So let's have a look and see what the blessing card is for you today. What's the blessing card for Miriam? A blessing on your creativity. Okay, so you have the sense of being very creative, and it's a real blessing for everyone else around you, but it's also about doing something for yourself. I think that's really important. It's about you taking some time out and being able to be just you for you, not worrying about what everybody else is. Things like you're so busy taking care of, finishing everybody else's stuff or doing whatever else needs to be done. You're not thinking about your own stuff as well. So this card here reminds us to just take a moment to do something for you. Being creative for you is what I'm getting here, Miriam. So I hope that makes sense for you. That's a life lesson for me. Oh, okay. Okay, so that all made sense for you in that moment. Whoops. Sorry, I just dropped my cards. Let me just pick them up off the floor. Oops, I missed one. There we go. Okay, so any other questions? Let's have a look, see if I missed anybody. Okay, so Stephanie has got, how does Celsius feel about me right now? Does he have any regrets? Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie, let's do your reading next about Celsius. Celsius. How does Celsius feel about Stephanie? Does he have any regrets? If you want to know how I shuffle these slightly bigger cards, I shuffle all my decks like this. So much easier. Okay. Stephanie. Okay, I'm doing something slightly different here. else has got to come up, but anyway. Just using the Enchanted Map Oracle. Okay, Stephanie. All the delay between the... Okay, so let's have a look. Sometimes these things happen, I just got to go with it. Okay, so Stephanie, let's have a look. Ooh. As you move into the unknown, there is that sense of balance within the relationship. Even though it feels unknown, there is a sense of balance. This is how he's feeling. He knows it's unknown. Hi, Cindy. Stephanie, I know he feels like it's unknown, but there is a sense of balance going on. Interesting. Wow. Now, everything feels like it's coming together, but there's an unexpected... He feels like somebody else may be in the picture. I think he feels as though somebody else is into the picture, which is why he's feeling like it's unknown. Yep, Cindy, just type in your question. Decisions to make, life's ups and downs. Feels like there's a lot going on. Feels like going around in circles. And there are some decisions that do need to make to bring things into life. There are some decisions so that things can actually happen. I think there's a lot to be discussed and talked about. So Stephanie, okay, as you move into the new, okay, I feel like he feels like he's alone in some way. I think he's feeling alone, even in this whole thing. I'm not quite sure what's actually going here, but I'm getting as he's moving into this new cycle, you know, or leaving behind the cycle, he's actually feeling quite alone. So interesting, Stephanie. Let me just have another. It's not that he has any regrets, Stephanie. I actually feel like he feels like he's alone. Like he doesn't feel as though it's working in some way. I do feel as though there's a sense of decisions needing to come up to be open to. I do feel like there's some visitors. Like I feel like the tarot cards look really good, but then you get this underlining issues going on. Like it does feel like there's balance in the relationship, you're coming all together, there's some major decisions going on. It does feel like it's good fortune, good stuff happening, there's some achievements happening, but there's an underlying energy that's going on that's sort of talking about feeling unsure about what's going on, feels like there's somebody else maybe in the picture. Maybe he feels as though there's a sense of there's stuff that's got to be exposed for something else that's got to come in. So he's feeling very alone in the situation. You know, sometimes being with people and sometimes you can still feel quite alone in what's actually going on. So let's see what blessings we've got for the relationship, and it's this one bottom card here that's flicking out. It talks about a blessing on the children. Now that doesn't necessarily mean physical children you've got. It could be the fact of animals and things like that as well. So, or it could be any children that are surrounding you, whether that's nieces and nephews, or you're a teacher. Don't know if you're a teacher in any way, but there are children around you on some level, Stephanie. So yeah, I do feel that there may be some children. seems to be quite slow in coming through. I don't know if there's any actual messages or anything like that. So let me just have a quick skizzy. Let me just have a little bit of a second to see. Let me just, sorry, I'm just going to be some noise. So just a second. So I'm not sure who's, yeah, it does feel very messages. So yeah, if you've got a question, please just type in your question and it will come through. So let's have a look, see if Stephanie, so that's Stephanie's message. So, and I've got 17 Joy, will the multiverse support moving state or staying? Will the multiverse support moving state or staying? Okay, 17 Joy, your message is next. Not quite sure what's going on there. Okay, multiverse. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's actually here or don't know if there's a disconnection or what's going on. So anyway, 17 Joy, multiverse support. Let me read that message again. Oh, just Herbert's got a question. I'm just doing the questions here. So yeah, 17 Joy, will the multiverse support moving state or staying? And Xena, I'll do your question next. Just type your question in and I will be here. Yeah, it's so up and down with the questions. Okay, so the multiverse, sorry, what was I reading? Will the multiverse support moving state or staying? Okay, 17 Joy. Will the multiverse support moving? Ooh. Okay, so we've got justice here, and I'm actually getting a sense of truth situation. Looking at these cards overall, I'm actually getting some very stable situations, not actually moving. Let me just get a little bit more information. I'm actually not feeling a sense of movement. I'm getting the idea of it, like the thoughts are there, but just not happening at this time. 17 Joy. I'm not getting a movement straight away. So I'm just seeing if I can get There are some changes going on. The news is there, ready to go. There is definitely ready to go, but I just don't see any movement straight away. Seems to be quite a... Wait, give me a little bit more about moving. No, I'm not seeing moving. Just getting this sense of, I feel like it's going to be, I feel like there is a possibility of moving, but just not yet. Something's holding it back. I feel like something's holding it back. With the Three of Wands reversed, to me, I'm getting a sense of being held back. There's not being able to quite see the whole thing. Here we've got the sense of balance. Maybe looking at the consequences of their actions, looking at the legalities of, oh, that's what I'm getting, more about the legalities of the whole situation, looking at the legalities of what's actually going on. So you're just opening the possibility of the move and the sun, you know, and looking for happiness in the sense of things being exposed, and yet something's stopping it from actually moving. I feel like something's stopping it. There are some changes that are going to take place, and there is the news of the possibility of it moving. I'm just not getting any actual moving on. I'm getting the possibility of it, but nothing actually taking. So I feel like there's something blocking it. Something is definitely stopping this from going ahead. It does feel like there's a traditional aspect to the whole to the multiverse. So if that makes sense, let's see what the blessing. Oh, here it is. Here it says a blessing of protection. So it feels like something needs to protect it. So I do feel like there's a sense of protection, which is why it's not moving. I feel like there's something quite not, you know, things could change, but this is the energy at this moment. So yeah, interesting. So Zena, you're talking about Xena, you're talking about proposing. Oh, purpose, going to purpose me? Or you mean propose? I presume you mean propose. Do you mean propose, or just want to make sure I got the right? Yeah, propose. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure that I was right in that thing. Okay, proposing. Yeah, cool. No worries. Just want to make sure I get the question right. You're welcome, 17 Joy. Okay, let's have a look. Protection not to move. Yeah, at this time. Things may change later, 17 Joy, but this is the energy at this moment. Okay, Zena, let's have a look. Proposing. Why do I keep doing this? Ooh, actually. Okay, those. Okay, let's look for this other card. Propose, where are you? Okay, let's mess up to my madness. Okay, Zena, let's have a look. Okay, got the Emperor there, being the provider, ruling. Queen of Wands. Prince of Pentacles, lessons learned. Princess of Swords. So here we've got this movement, slow and steady movement, lessons learned. Slow and steady movements, and the sense of truth, seeking the truth, looking for answers with everything that's going on. So here we've got the sense of, is it true that Stephen's going to propose to you? Okay, I'm getting a sense of not quite yet. I am feeling a bit of a delay in the situation. Okay, maybe just not this moment. Okay, does feel like he's a provider. He wants to provide for you. So I feel like there's something that's sort of holding him back just yet. It is going to be a slow journey towards it. Okay, and I know you're looking for answers for right this minute, but I just don't feel it yet. Okay, see, there's a lack of nurturing passion. Oh, okay, so here we've got, yeah, we've got the delay to the new chapters in your life. There are definitely a delay to it. Okay, and here we've got the commitment card is what I was asking with the proposal, everything. Okay, so there's definitely a connection there. There's definitely a connection and a sense of, whoops, staying put. Whoops. In other words, don't be in a hurry with it. It is going to happen, but just not yet. There is a delay to it. I just feel like there's a delay or a block for a reason, because I feel like he wants to provide for you. So I think he just wants to save. Maybe I feel like I'm getting a sense of like saving, wanting to save a little bit of extra money. And he knows it's going to be a slow journey. Like he wants to provide for you, Zena. Oh, you know it's going to be slow, and I'm right? Okay, cool. So yes, he will, but just not now. Oh, thanks, Shivani. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Zena. So I do feel like there is, but just not at this time. Yeah, he's always been a provider. Cool. Okay, but I just don't, I feel like he's not quite ready just yet. Okay, let's see what the blessing is with the relationship. A blessing to bring companionship. It just says ease loneliness and bring companionship. So I feel like it's definitely a blessing to the relationship of coming together. Okay, so you understand where he's coming from. So yes, he will ask you, but just not now, and just about enjoying each day as it comes. It's about being together in this moment at this time. So yeah, that's it for you. Now, Cindy, did you type in your question? Oh, I don't know, I keep forgetting to do my prompt, to do Tarot Oracle's little thing, and it would help me. I had this up and running, and I haven't. Keep opening up other decks. Yeah, so just at this time, I can't see a definite like yes now, but it will happen. I just feel like it will be when he's got some other things to do first. Right, Cindy, who's coming next for me in romance? Ooh. So I'm just sorry, I'm just putting all the cards down. Sometimes I just do some funny things. I just go with it. Who's coming with you for romance? Okay, so all the cards are out before I even start. So we've got here 5 of Cups. Now 5 of Cups is a card that tells me, or tells us in a way, that what are we focusing on in regards to what we want in the romance? What sort of person do you actually want in your life? So what are the things that you're focusing on? Don't focus on what you do not want, but focus on what you do want in your life, in the person who you want. Not the actual person itself, but the qualities of the person. The qualities. You know, how do you want to be treated? How, you know, about being respected. All those things. You know, do you want someone who's an artist, or someone who's more business orientated, someone who's able to actually take care of you, or somebody who's in and out of your life? Those are the sort of things that you need to think about at this time of who's coming into your life romantically. Next, there's a sense of a block for you to be to surrender, or a sense of allowing yourself to be true to self in a way. I feel like there's a lot of the sense of not being able to actually be true about what you actually want, or be honest about what you actually want. Is it more about what everybody expects of you, Cindy, in regards to the romance? You know, what are other people's expectations, or are you actually being true to yourself about the type of person that you actually want in your life? Okay, here I've got the sense of being stuck, being stagnant. Maybe there's a sense of not being able to move forward from the type of relationships that you normally find yourself in. I feel like there's a lot of repeated patterns in some way. So there's definitely a block or a delay in having that sense of unity within the relationships, within your relationship. I feel like this card here is what's stopping this from turning around, from you to actually look at what you actually want in life, being able to surrender, or being able to be true to yourself, to be able to actually move forward and make some clear decisions, so that you can feel whole within yourself. It's funny, we've got the making choice decision coming up. with the sense of, I want to say, opportunities being offered to you. So there will be lots of choices in coming your way. It really looks at the quality of people that you want in your life, the qualities, the personality. So here is a blessing on a resolution, is the card that card. Yeah, if you've got a question, just type your question in and I'll come back to it. So Cindy, I feel like you've got a lot of thoughts about what type of person you actually, it seems to be that it's about asking what sort of person do you actually want in your life? What's the personality of that person? Because I feel like there's going to be lots of choices. And so you need to look at the opportunities given to you. And I feel like there will be a resolution, a blessing on a resolution. So it does feel like you may, once you get that clarity, then things will start to happen. You'll start to be able to move forward and everything will sort of come together. So I feel like you're quite conflicted about the type of person you want in your life. So that could be interesting for you. So Shivani, what question did you have? Let's have a look and see if Shivani had written in a message. Oh, okay, you've got, what are NT's true intentions, if you will? What are NT's true intentions? Okay, Shivani, let's have a look. What are NT's true intentions? And has it been okay, NT's true intentions. What are we getting this whole thing about? Okay, wanting to resurrect the old. Wants things to go back to the old way is what I'm getting here. Huh, that's interesting. I'm actually getting a sort of a sense of scared he's going to miss out. Feels like he's got a lot of lessons to learn. I'm actually getting ruling with an eye. Is he quite controlling? I'm actually getting a very controlling energy. And he's scared he's going to miss out. It's like he doesn't want anyone else to have you. Quite interesting. So Shivani, I'm getting a sense of that he's very I feel like he's a bit of a controller in this episode, and it feels like if he doesn't want anyone else to have you. Yeah, I'm just not getting a. Okay, what was all that about? Oh, okay, so what am I getting here? Like he's got the motivation or the drive, but I'm not sure about. Got passion, but I don't know whether it is. And I'm getting a sense of like sees you as someone who can take care of him, provide, take care of him in many ways. just, ooh. Back to the old ways means sexual. Yeah, maybe a bit more of a, you know, doesn't want anyone else for you to be. I'm just getting a lot of selfishness in a way, and not wanting you to be with anyone else. Feels very controlling about his terms. It's like not necessarily a commitment. I'm not actually seeing a commitment here either. I'm feeling very fleety, not getting. There are decisions for you to make. There's always lots of choices. I know there's that spark of energy, but it doesn't necessarily mean. It can be a bit of a balancing act between it all as well. Okay, so yes, he'll come back, but it's going to be on his terms. And so you have to decide for yourself whether you want to resurrect the old ways. I think you've got some major decisions to make. You've got some choices. You know, it doesn't have to be negative, so it's about you. I think I want to talk about community. I'm feeling a lot about communication coming through just in this whole thing, that you have a choice in what you do with this. Shivani, I really want to make that really clear. It's all about your choices as well. I think you have a really big choice in what you choose to do with it. I mean, his attention is that you're just going to take care of his needs. You know, I feel like it's like he wants you to take care of his needs, but I'm not sure if he's going to be providing for your dreams. Yeah. I actually don't, I feel like it's going to go back to the old way. There is that spark, and that can be a bit of a dangerous thing in some ways, because maybe you're not going to be talking as such. Totally up to you what you do with it though. I mean, I think ultimately you have the power to say yay or nay with it. Yes, he'll come back, but what you do with it is totally up to you, Shivani. So I think that's something you're going to have to really think about in some way. Okay, Sandeep. Just give me a minute, just give me a breather. Who's coming towards you? Oh, my stomach. Sorry. I'm getting a bit peckish. Okay, who's... Oh, you're welcome, Shivani. You're welcome. Sandeep, who's coming towards you in love? Hi, Zaneb. Yep, I've got your question. Cool. Sandeep. Who's coming towards you in love? Let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, so let's have a look. Who's coming towards you? He is someone who's unexpected. It's going to be someone that's quite unexpected, and he's going to be someone who's a bit arty. I feel like he's quite artistic. I feel like he's going to be someone who's quite caring, but doesn't show his emotions. Hi, Sheila. How are you? So it's someone who's going to be unexpected in your life, but he's also someone who is very caring, but doesn't show his emotions easily. I feel like it's someone who puts his emotions to one side, even though he's caring. Okay, so you've got someone here who seems, I want to say, barren. Like he feels very, am I getting the words boring? I'm getting the words boring. Like he may appear boring, but not necessarily. He may be quite a traditionalist as well. Like I feel like he's quite traditional in his courting in that respect. Why I got dry desert, I got the words boring coming from it. Like there's no, it doesn't feel like he's got a lot going on or a lot for him, going a lot for him. Cheeky. But he has a cheeky side to him. And it feels like there's a lot of passion actually underlying. So I feel like he has this creative, okay, so we're getting creative energy. So that's why I keep saying arty. There is a creative energy. So on the out, like he might appear quite traditionalist and quite boring, but yet underneath he's got sort of a cheeky side to him. The goblin's just talking to me about being cheeky in a way, and yet and a sense of passion in moving forward. So that's really cool. So yeah, interesting sort of person here. So here you've got someone who's quite enthusiastic, got a lot of passion, someone who's got the drive, but sort of follows others. He's not a leader. I don't feel he's a leader in any way. I feel he sort of follows others. So he can be easily influenced by other people. So that's the sort of person coming towards you in this way. Okay, so this is a type of person I feel Sandeep's coming towards you in love, in a relationship in some way. I feel like it's going to be somebody who's unexpected, can be quite arty, quite creative, arty in some way, artistic, maybe a bit of a dreamer. Somebody who doesn't always show their feelings, somebody who's not always showing their feelings. They might seem a little bit boring, but traditional, but there is actually a deeper level to them. And the fact is they can be a little bit cheeky. There is that sense of passion coming through, creative passion in some way. It does feel like there is that enthusiasm, that drive, but yet they're not a leader. I feel like they're a bit of a follower. And so it does come in a blessing on your health. So I do feel like they're going to be a healthy choice for you in many ways. It does sort of seem to feel like there is that need that's going to be for you. Anyway, so that's that for you. Don't forget, if you want to donate, it's always it's much appreciated. There is a link down below. Also, private readings. If you want to book private readings, the link to Ko-Fi Shop is there as well. If you want to book a reading through there. Yes, please do the thumbs and the likes and the things like that, because it does help with, and subscribe does help with the channel and reaching more people, and maybe getting the guidance they need, or looking at the learning, the teachings that I do. Maybe they want a healing session or something like that. There is that there. Okay, Zanib. Zanib, let's have a look. How does Usman feel about me currently? Okay. How does Usman feel about me currently? Thanks, Sheila. Really appreciate that. Oh, I really should be able to eat soon. Oh, I've been on for over an hour. Didn't realise that time. I have to do the recycling this afternoon, so I don't want to leave it on for. Oh yeah, people will come back and listen to the reading. I just do them, and they can come back and listen to it when they want. Okay, so what's coming? Okay, isolation. Yeah, I'm feeling very isolated here. Again, all about needing to open up. New cycle. Okay, I'm just looking at this overall, feeling restricted. Okay, so I feel like overall, how does Usman? Yeah, I know. It can help if they respond, but hopefully they will. Okay, Zanib, how does Usman feel about you currently? I do get a sense of feeling isolated from you in some way. I feel like there's an isolation from you. I do feel like there's a wanting to be open. There is a need, there is a wanting to be open, but feeling very isolated, which is interesting. So there is that sense of moving through into a new cycle. So I feel like there's a shift going on in some way, and there is a sense of being restricted. So I get a sense of the holding back. There is a sense of holding back. So I'm not really getting like they're wanting to open up, but they're a little bit frightened or a little bit afraid of opening up in some way. So yeah, I'm just not getting a lot from them in regards to how they actually feel. I feel like there's a lot of hidden stuff going on, or holding back. They'd like to open up, but they're holding back, feeling very isolated. But there is a shift going on, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there yet. So we're just going to have a look and see if I can get anything else. Oh, thanks, Sheila. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of debris, a lot of cleaning, a lot of stuff needing to be cleared out of there. And they're hoping. So I feel like there is a lot of stuff that they're holding on to, and they're just needing to clear away that stuff so that they can get what they want out of the relationship. So here we're getting the opportunity. I feel like there's a lot of stuff out there. No, Zana, it's all right. She was just saying hi. So I'm just not getting a lot out there. I feel like we're open to possibilities, but not quite sure where to go in the whole thing. Just sort of feeling like just blessings needed. A blessing on boundaries. So it feels like there needs to be some boundaries created. That's really important. So that's what I'm sort of getting at this time in regards to what lies ahead, what's coming towards you, who's coming towards you in love. How does Usman feel about, how does Usman feel about you currently? I actually feel like there is this wanting to open, but feeling restraint, feeling this unsure sense of unsureness, wanting to shift into a new cycle, but feeling very isolated, knowing there's a lot of debris that needs to be cleared away. There's a lot of hope. There is hope, and knowing that the world, you know, there's are possibilities. So, but it is about boundaries for some reason. I feel like it's a sense of opening up those boundaries as well. So anyway, that's it from me for Zana. So anyway, yeah, Sheila, did you want a reading or a blessing card, or let's see what other decks I've got here that I'm not using. Let's do, I'm not sure. This is what I've been using, I've been looking at this morning, because I did my Wheel of the Year spread. And so I was using the Raincoast Pocket Tarot. Today I was using the Starman Tarot with the Universal. Okay, let's go through. So this is the Starman Tarot. Okay. This is the Universal Celtic Tarot, the Enchanted Map Oracle, and the Blessed Bee cards, which are, oh God, I really must be. No, I'm in New Zealand. In New Zealand, and it's now nearly 3 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. So this is the Blessed Bee cards. These are Lucy Cavendish. The Starman Tarot by David DeAngelis. He's the one that worked with David Bowie. So yeah, which one do you have? Which deck do you have, Sheila? That's my latest one, was this, the Universal Celtic with the Blessed Bee cards and the Enchanted Map. So this is what I was going to do, is just do a quick, oh, you have the Celtic? Okay. Let's have a look at the Raincoast Pocket Tarot. Let's do a quick message. No idea who this is for. Did you just see that flip out? Oh my God. Okay, we've got transformations, missing out on the bigger picture. Seems there's a sense of boredom and stuff going on, needing to do some transformation. End of a cycle. Oh my God, and direction. What a cool spirit. So we've got Death, Four of Cups, the World, and the Chariot. Oh my God. So you've got this whole transformation and changes taking place because of the boredom, where you're missing out or not seeing the bigger picture and stuff going on. It's definitely a sense of achievement or moving. No, there's definitely a moving on in some way, and it comes down to the direction you're actually moving in. Ooh, that was a bit freaky. So Sheila, if you want a reading, just type in your question or just say general or whatever you want. Oh, it actually fits for your current experience. That was just a really quick. I'll show you what other decks I've got on my pile beside me. Let me just move my mouse so I don't drop all my decks. Okay. Healers of the Earth and Uncover Your Past Life, because I was working with Uncover Your Past Life this morning. I've got the Field Tarot, Supernatural. Oh yeah, Deck of Heroes. Tarot of the Divine. Whoops, let me just move this out of the way because I'm not going to have some room. Okay. Tarot of the Divine. Whoops, and Angel Tarot by Travis McHenry. I've got the Occult as well. Just using yesterday. So huge amount of decks mucking around. Oh, so decks you haven't seen before. You've seen Tarot of the Divine on, and he's had the Field Tarot. Tarot Deck of Heroes is really good deck to work with. Let me put this Rain Coast. That's Christoph James. I've got a couple of his decks. But anyway. Oh, you got the Angel Tarot. Do you have the Occult? Oh, I made this to my table. Oops. So, oh, okay, Angel Tarot. Sometimes I use it as a tarot deck and sometimes as an oracle deck. Let me go grab the Occult. I'll show you something. Too many decks. Not enough space. 1 minute. Fallen Tarot, Fallen Angel, and the Occult. And what am I looking for? Okay, 1 minute. Oh no, angel reading cards are here. Oh, I've got other angel decks, but I'll just grab this one. Too many cards, not enough time. True. Okay, so, right, you got the Angel Tarot, right? There's so many ways to use this deck, which I really love. Forget about the book. Don't worry about the book. Okay. So let me just grab the Occult. Did you get the Occult Tarot? You didn't get the Occult. Right, okay. Let's do the Fallen Angel. I'll just show you something. I'm just trying to, and I've decided I'll just use the angel reading cards. I normally use Amber Waters angel deck, but I don't. It's okay. I prefer this one for what I want to do. Right. Okay. So let's do, Sheila. I'll do you a quick message using these 4 decks. Okay. Just going to show you something. Let's start with the Angel Tarot, and we're just going to do 2 cards. Right. Okay. So just do 2 cards of those. And then we'll do 2 cards. Okay. Here. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but this is what I'm just going to do. Okay, I'm going to do 1 card with the Fallen Angels on the angels and the angel reading cards with the Occult. You can do it any way you like. This is me. Normally I would do like the angels with the angels and the fallen angels with the demons, right? But for some reason for you today, I've got to do this mix. So let's have a look at the Angel Tarot first. So firstly, we look at the Fool. So it talks about new beginnings, right? And then we look at the Angel, which is Vehuiah. I can never pronounce half of them. Vehua. Talks again, but it talks about assets with difficult and great undertakings. And then the other card we have is the High Priestess, which to me is about secrets being revealed. Oh, you wouldn't mix one with the other? Did you Catholic? No, I'm practicing, but still believe. Okay. Okay. You'll see why I'm doing it like this in a minute. So we've got the sense of, so let's look at the tarot side of it. So we've got the Fool and the High Priestess. So the Fool tells me there's new beginnings because the secret's been revealed, right? New beginning, the secret's been revealed. And the next one is being in moderation. So as things cool, no, that's all right. You'll see why I do this. As we're looking at, so we're looking at the secrets being revealed, which is going to bring a sense of new beginning in many ways. And it reminds you that not to be too excessive in maybe your reaction to what's actually going on with the situation. So let's look at the occult tarot. So we look at the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, and that's pretty interesting. So you're looking at stability and foundations in regards to being able to have this sense of balance within the relationships. It's really just relationships going on. So you've got that whole sense of looking at the love of a partner and all things. And that's interesting. So it comes up, all things hidden, answers truly about things earthly or divine. So here we got the sense of hidden stuff again, if we're looking at this as an oracle. So you can choose to either look at it as the tarot meanings or choose to look at it as the oracle. In either way. So let's have a look at this message here. I'm rambling here. Manifestation. So you're manifesting whatever's being hidden to come out into the open. So you can see what I've done here using this combination. So you're looking out about how you choose to react. This one here, when we've got moderation here, I'm getting a choice in how you react to whatever was hidden being revealed. Does that make sense, Sheila? And then you've got that whole manifesting the balance and the stability in the relationships and things going on. So that's how I sort of look at these cards here, sort of mixing and matching sort of the meanings, and it can sort of go on for quite a while when you really sort of start to dive deep into the meanings of the cards. Like when you look at the tarot meanings, it gives you one layer, and then you can look underneath and you think, okay, so it talks about success, protection from magistrates, so from lawyers and things, you know, from maybe the legalities or whatever's going on. So there is a protection from maybe something that's happening, but you are going to have success in the whole situation as long as you act with moderation, that you're not trying to do too much in excess of what's actually happening. So it does say that things might be difficult. So maybe something with legalities could be difficult, could be a great undertaking. I'm actually getting something from legalities and stuff here, not just from the tarot meanings as we've already looked at, but more about the oracle aspect of the cards. It is sort of talking about a sense of needing to be protected from the legalities of whatever's going on, because it's going to be a huge undertaking and everything. So you've got to look at how you're going to react to the whole situation. And then when we look at the oracle aspect of this, again, we're calling like a love of another person. So that somebody that loves you maybe the cause of something that's hidden coming out into the open. Could be part of it too. So looking at that, and that's what, you know, and so you're going to be able to manifest what you need because of that. Does that make sense, Sheila? I mean, you can just do the angel cards, like you said, with the angel. So you can decide, really. I think you're open to your own interpretation with the cards if you were just using the angel ones. Do you have any other angel decks? What angel oracle decks do you have, or angel tarot decks? Oh, bit of a cough coming in there. Don't know why. I think it might be a need for communication. Let me just grab a drink, Sheila, or just grab a juice. Just need to wet my throat. Apple juice coming up. Oh, that's better. Much, much better. No, just one angel oracle. Okay. See, like if you're just, I mean, different ways you can use this. I mean, one way I like doing it is laying out 3 cards and then laying out 3 angel oracle cards, no matter what they are. And just reading like the angel tarot as a tarot. So we've got 6 of Wands. So we've got 6 of Wands. So we've got success after or victory after strife. So we've had a battle going on, and you've actually got success going on, and you've got this sense of trusting your knowing about the whole situation. So trust in your knowledge in regards to the victory you're going to have after all the battles that have been going on. Trust that there's going to be success. Trust that there's going to be victory. Have that knowing about the whole situation. Here you've got the Magician. Say this could be talking about things being needing to look beyond the surface, beyond the illusion of the whole situation. So you've got the harmony going on. You know, so you've got the Angel of Harmony with the Magician card. I mean, you know the meanings and all that sort of stuff. So you really don't need me. I'm just rattling on. So here you've got the Page of Wands. So you've got someone who may be coming into your life, who may be motivated, maybe drive, but just doesn't have the knowledge or the experience to be able to do what they actually want. So you might feel maybe you don't really have the experience in a situation that's going on, so you feel like maybe there's a sense of a guardian angel coming around you. So that's one way of doing it, where you got the tarot. I mean, you know how to use different tarot and aura. I mean, there's so many ways to use these cards. I just think it's just whatever suits you personally. You know, I just muck around with all my cards and all my decks, and so I think you just sort of muck around and sort of work out what sort of works for you. Do you know what I mean? That's what I love about all these. You know, when you're reading tarot or oracle, there's no real set rules in how you lay them out or how you use them, what you combine them with, or, you know, I just feel like you can just do them any way you like, whatever way you feel works for you? That's what I love about all the different decks, you know. I feel like they can just combine and just work in so many different ways. Oh, Sheila, yeah, 11 o'clock for you. It's 10 minutes past 3. I've been on for nearly an hour and a half again. Oh my God, where does the time disappear? It's crazy time. It's just crazy. Just disappears. The time just goes. The hour, an hour and a half, you know, suddenly like, oops, I'm blabbering on about nothing. Ouch, itchy, itchy, itchy. Tarot Deck of Heroes. Tarot Deck of Heroes is really good for a lot of relationship readings too. Oh, it's always great to chat with all sorts of people, and it's always nice to sort of just generally chit chat, and I like to share, you know, some of my stuff I've learned over the last 20 odd years of reading tarot. Still learning. That's what I love about T.O.'s learning videos and stuff like that. He's always got some great ideas. So yeah, just cruising really. So I love this. I edged this one too. Isn't it nice with the decks when they're black edged? This is a cool deck. Should use this a bit more in love readings and stuff like that. I'd use it on my Ko-Fi account. Oh, cool. So I don't know if anybody else wants any other readings or anything, but good night, Sheila. So I don't know who's still here or what's going on. I do have to go and take out the recycling, so I suppose I should really be signing off and say good night, and I can come back later. Later, Gators. So yeah, that's it from me, I think. Let me just. Oh, hi, Caroline. I was just about. You just caught me in time. I'm just putting away some of my decks. I'm sort of collecting a few. Yep, that's in there. Missing a box. So Caroline, did you want a reading, did you? I'll leave that one out. Oops, there's the box that I was looking for. So I'm not sure. So how's it going, Caroline? If you've got a question, go ahead before I sign off. I should really put an ending soon. So Caroline, I'll do you as last reading. So not sure quite what's going on. I know that's what I need to do here. Not quite sure. So I'm not quite sure what the question is or whether there's a question or anything like that, but I will do you as the last reading. I know there's a bit of a delay between with typing. So let's do a quick overview. Let's do a blessing. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. So it seems like there is a lot of challenges and stuff going on at the moment around with people, and it just about feels like there's just feels like there's a lot of battles and things going on. I just feel like there's a lot of challenges, and whether conflicts are within oneself or with those around you, within a relationship that needs healing. It's definitely going to be a journey as well. So it does feel like there's a battle going on. It's going to be a real journey, and it's going to be involved with a relationship. So it feels like there's a lot of healing going on with that as well. Interesting. Supernatural. So I'm not quite sure. Just waiting to see if Caroline had a question, but I can't see. Nothing's sort of come through as yet. So I'm just going to do a quick overview reading. And if this resonates, cool. If not, grain of salt. Interesting, the moon card with cycles, unknown, fear. Choosing wisely your path as well seems to be quite important. Maybe you're feeling very emotional at this time. You're needing to look beyond the illusion or what's been hidden from you. You need to see what's been hidden. Feels like some news coming. There'll be some news, and do you want to accept that news? It opens the lid to a sense of new relationships on some level as well. Feels very emotional with goblets and everything. It does feel very emotional with what's going on. You got the moon card here with all these cups, all these goblets, and it does feel very emotional. So I feel like there's a lot of emotion going on. Wow, very emotional. Very emotional indeed. Does feel like there's a lot of emotions. So let's just finish it off with the fallen angels. It does definitely feel like there's a lot of emotions. So let's have a look. Oh, about that. Oh, again, everything's in moderation. Seems to be coming up quite a lot. It's amazing how cards will stalk through a live. So it is about being very honest about how one feels with everything. Being honest with one's emotions and being aware of how you're reacting to the whole situation. So needing to find a sense of balance with it might be really important as well. Looking at the consequences of your action, maybe needing to find a way to act with a little bit of discernment with the whole situation as well, might be part of the process. Trying to sort of pull back on your emotions slightly, not let your emotions get the better of you, is what I want to say. Okay, so that looks like that's it from me. I'm going to say good cheerio for now, and I will be back because I'm going to go and do the recycling, etc. So don't forget to check the links below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.